Hi, in our next segment here, we are going to talk about range extension. I love this part. I love getting people to sing higher than they think they can. The reason why a lot of times people don't sing as high as they think they can is because they get to that passaggio, they get to that place that's uncomfortable and they don't know how to negotiate through it, and so they kind of give up. And so I absolutely love it when we get through, especially for altos. Altos, I love you very much. You're very loyal and you're very hardworking. However, altos, we need to sing higher than this note. We just really do. We need to be a little more comfortable with these notes. Sopranos, you can sing higher. You can probably sing higher than you think you can. We'll get there. Tenors, basses, same thing. Challenge yourself to sing through those passagios. And I think you'll find that in general, all of the singing will be easier. So this exercise is best done in the privacy of your own home, I suppose. Though here I am doing this for all of you. Look, this exercise here is one that almost all of my voice students have to do on their first lesson, simply because it's the easiest thing to really help with range extension and with like, oh, I can sing that high, okay? So look, this is what I sometimes do. I start off and we do, we're gonna do this exercise. Ah, easy peasy, right? And we go up high and then eventually we get to this point and people go, ah, they get kind of tight, it gets a little, and they think, oh, and they stop, and I can't sing anymore. Okay, well, we're gonna go through that. So we're gonna do this in order to get through it. Okay, so you gotta yank that tongue out. And here's why we gotta do that. We gotta do that because very often when we're singing, we pull in as we're getting higher. We tighten things up. We can't have things tight for that sound. Have you ever seen an opera singer go, no. Their mouths are open real big, people. You gotta open real big. So if you want to sing just a few notes higher than you're comfortable singing on a regular basis, you must open up and get that tongue out of the way. So we're gonna just do some exercises to get the brain to disconnect from the tongue having to be tight and pulled in. And so here we go. I'll just do it sideways and I'll do the same. C, which is pretty high. All right. You see how big and wide my mouth has to be in order even to tempt that note. But you can do that exercise just to remind yourself to loosen that tongue up as you approach those higher notes so that you don't get kind of tight. You must open up. You must open in order to get those notes out. You must open more. Another thing that you can do to remind yourself to open more is to take two fingers and just two fingers, and that's how wide that's how tall you need to open on those higher notes, just to remind yourself, because sometimes we think we're opening our mouth and that's not open very much, is it? But if I go, That's open more. And it's more than just opening this way. It's also about opening a little wider. And you notice that my lips kind of went up a little bit. I showed a little teeth there. That's the shape and the sound, not that just pulls too much tension. That already makes me tired just thinking about that. So just a reminder to open your mouth up when you're singing high. Another thing, as you're singing high, you need to put some air behind it. When our vocal cords are trying to make those pitches, the vocal cords get stiffer as you go higher, and so it takes more energy to move them. So you must put more air behind it. You cannot go you have to whoosh that energy through there. So those are some things that you can do to extend your range a little bit and challenge yourself. Another exercise, I'm sorry, I've been singing and it makes my nose itch sometimes. Let's see, I call this connect to the dots, because we're going to make dots and then we're going to connect them. Sometimes when we sing notes quickly, we don't worry about them as much. We just let them come out. So we're gonna just make quick notes, little staccato notes, and then we're going to connect those little notes as if we're connecting just right where we made those dots. So we're gonna make the dots. And I want you to feel, just really envision that you're connecting those dots right on the line, okay? So you're not pressing down, but just really envision connecting those, a nice, smooth, connected line, not a just jointed one. So we'll do, what did I say? Connect the dots. B flat, pretty high enough. Okay, so how does that feel? Just think about how you can do that exercise to help yourself with expanding your range a little bit and feeling a little bit more comfortable in the part of your voice that you haven't always felt comfortable. This is really especially true for the altos. Altos, when you get higher than the middle of the staff, you start to complain. And what I tell my students is that you are not allowed to complain until it gets off of the staff. Then altos, you can complain. But any of those notes touching the lines or the space of the staff, no, you can sing. It's in you. You can make those noises. You just have to put your mind to it and get your voice going the right direction with that. So I encourage you, altos especially, to work through that for yourself. So there you go. That's some range extension exercises that I would normally do with my students. And I don't always do those with the choir because we don't always have time to work on some individual things like that. But I do tell you to open your mouth. So open for those higher notes and really prepare them. Breathe in where they need to be. If that high note is here and you're thinking, oh, that's so high, I can't sing that. Altos, I want you to try this. Okay, altos. So we're gonna sing E. We're gonna sing E on an E. Did you see what I did? I didn't go, I went, sound needs to be. Think about the sound. How much space do you need to make it? You must prepare that breath. You must prepare your space before that sound comes out. So those are my tips for singing a little bit higher and a little bit more range, extending more on the upper end. Usually we need more help extending on the upper range. So I hope that that helps you.